she's back. And she's better than ever. And she has eyeballs on her shirt. Welcome aboard. I wanted to do a Q&A for y'all because it's been a bit. Let's just cut right to the chase and let's spill the tea on what I'm doing because this girl hasn't been posting a lot. There's a big life change that's happening. It's called me moving to Spain for a year and indefinitely teaching. Who knows? Who knows? Do I have a job set up? No. Do I have a place to live yet? No. Do I know anybody there? No. I'm literally flying 4,000 miles over the ocean with all of these indefinite plans. And I'm excited. Will it be a big mistake? No, actually, I don't feel like it will be. Genuinely, I feel like this is the time for me to do this. And I'm really, really excited for it. This time next year, I'm gonna look back on this video and be like, oh my God, I'm so different. It's weird to think that there's like all these people that I haven't met yet who I'm going to be really close to by this time next year. These kids I'm going to teach, or adults I'm going to teach, and I'm going to impact them. It's gonna be crazy. Really weird to think about that. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to Spain. Moving to Madrid in less than a week. I should be more scared. Is it weird I'm not scared right now? Is it weird that this feels completely fine and I'm calm? Maybe things are brewing and once I get to the airport or once I actually land in Spain, I'm gonna have a big breakdown. But right now, I feel fine. So I'm gonna do a Q&A before I leave. So I tweeted out about a week ago, I want to do a Q&A. I asked if there's anything you want to know about me, whatever, you want to ask. And here is what you said. Karen Connolly says, do you feel like music helps you know who you are? Yes, for sure. Oh my God, yes. Every musician says that that music impacts them and like has totally shaped their life, which is actually really true. Okay, yeah, it's cliche and everyone says it, but that's because it's true. I think music has shaped me completely, and not just in an aspect of like performing. Like I took vocal lessons in high school and I was in the plays and musicals all through high school, all through college. I was Dorothy in Wizard of Oz in college. I was in choir all 4 years of college, and I was in a 2-person ukulele band all through high school and partway through college too. And so in a performance aspect, music has really helped me grow into who I am in terms of like confidence and self-worth and no stage fright and all that good stuff. Music helps me know who I am in the way that like I'm a writer and I'm a words person. I think I'm a very like witty person, and so I think that plays into like my songwriting, and it plays into like how much I love words and like wordplay and rhyming and internal rhymes. So music definitely helps me know who I am, Karen, for sure. Also just in terms of like I got my first iPod when I was in like 7th grade. I was 13, and since then I've literally like I'm constantly listening to music all the time. When I go on runs, when I go on long drives, when I'm in coffee shops. I love music so much. And yeah. Side note, the Kooks' new album, 10 out of 10, would recommend. Chicken Bone, I'm playing on repeat constantly. Also, No Pressure and All the Time. I play them all the time. Dawn in her uke asks, what's your favorite song you've written? Favorite lyric? My favorite song I've written, Wild One, which I'll put the link down below. I don't know, I really, really love that song. I think it came from somewhere. It just flowed out of me. It was really easy, and people seem to like it, and it's a song that kind of describes how I am inside. I think like the person outside is different than the person I am inside, which is fine. I think everyone's like that. But inside, I feel like I'm really more reckless and inconsistent and wild. More wild than people think I am. It's a side of me that I'm really trying to embrace. Hence why I'm moving to Madrid for a year. Hey. So Wild One kind of has to do with that and how it's like moving from place to place and just, I don't know. I really like the song. Also, I would say Meant to Be Alone is a song that means a lot to me because it came from a place that was purely raw and angry, and it was after like a breakup, and that was like a big turning point in my songwriting because really I did not play it safe at all, and I was just very like, this is how I feel, I'm meant to be alone. I don't think that now, but at the time I did, and so it means a lot that I like could express myself creatively with all the emotions that I had going on inside of my little inner jellies. My favorite lyric I've ever written? Oh, there's a lot. So my song Da Vinci, which I can also put down below, is one of my more poetic songs. My favorite lyrics that I wrote for that is, take it honestly, drown in modesty for peace of mind, be a part of it, but a part of it at the same time. So take it honestly. I think honesty I really, really value. It says, take it honestly, drown in modesty, which I think modesty is really important, and like staying humble. It's cool. For peace of mind, be a part of it, which means like a part of it, but a part of it at the same time. That was just a fun little wordplay thing, but I think it's really important to stay distant from things and also play the game at the same time. In pretty much anything in life, and also like relationships and stuff. Like, think for yourself and stay distant from it, but also you kind of have to participate to like get things done in life, and like people are cool and like people help you. So like play the game, be a team player, but also be yourself. That was like a really cool lyric that I wrote. Yeah, I'm really proud of it, I guess, that flowed out of me. October 21 asks, hey, will you make videos of Spanish or only in English? Because I'm moving to Spain, I really want to get better at Spanish, and I'm hoping that being immersed in the culture will help me learn the language more. And I think eventually I would like to do some talking videos in Spanish, but also I have one video planned right now that's like a Spanish song that I want to cover. To answer your question, I will be making videos in Spanish. I don't know when, but in the future, yes, within the next year. I'm Jamie Nav says, has anyone stopped you and like recognized you as the Cutie singer-songwriter YouTuber? I assume you mean like stop me in the street and like ask me like, hey, are you blah? No, but something weird happened. For my like TEFL certification, which is why I'm going to Spain, by the way, to teach English as a foreign language. I had to get my certification this summer, and as part of that, I had to do 20 hours of like teaching in an actual ESL classroom, English as a second language classroom. And one of my students said that she recognized me, and I was like, okay. And I was like, whatever. I have a face that kind of looks like everyone else's face. And this girl's like, no, I feel like I know you from like YouTube or something. And I was like, oh, do tell. And she goes, do you have a YouTube channel? And I said, yes, I covered Havana. It has 5 million views. Is that the one that you're thinking of? And she was like, oh my God, yes. That's how I know you from. So she like recognized me from my Havana cover. And then I taught her English. Life, am I right? Willie Vodka, or at Rafa123, yeah, says, where in Spain are you moving to? Madrid. At SWAT111602 says, meeting new people is great, but do you think there'd be a lack of emotional connection between you and Spaniards? Based on my student teaching last year, Spaniards tend to be pretty open and friendly and like really touchy-feely and stuff. So I feel like I wouldn't have a problem with emotional connection later, but I think like the first couple months of me living in Spain are going to be very difficult and lonely because I'll be kind of developing and just meeting people. So yes, there will be a lack of emotional connection there. I don't have any doubts that it will develop into a good emotional connection over time. But the first 2 months or 3 months are going to be hard. Leighton says, what's your favorite tea brand? Yogi tea. Yogi tea is cool because they have little like words of wisdom on the little tea tag, and that's cute. At Bowie Plays, or Ben, says, what are 2 things you're excited about for the move to Spain and 2 things you're not particularly excited for? Good question. 2 things I'm excited about. 1, having my own place to live and decorating it. So I want a room in a shared apartment, and I'm really excited to have my own room and decorate it and all that stuff and like be able to film videos in it and things like that. And then 2, something I'm really excited about is like learning Spanish and like getting better at Spanish because I love learning languages and I think I have a knack for picking up on it very quickly. So I'm hoping I'll be almost fluent by the time I get back next year. I really, really hope. 2 things I'm not particularly excited for is the first couple months. I know it's going to be hard and lonely, and it hasn't really sunk in yet that this is happening and that I'm moving from Ohio to 4,000 miles away in Spain, and I know nobody. First couple months are going to be really exciting, but also they're not. There's going to be a lot of downs. There's going to be so many downs and so many really depressing moments and so many moments of, what have I done? Like, it sinks in that I'm like, so that's not something I'm excited for, but I know that like going through all the negative stuff is part of the process, and then I'll get out of it and I'll be better than ever. Another thing I'm not particularly excited for is, I guess, just not knowing the city for a while. Like, not really knowing how to get around and where to go for things is going to be kind of difficult. Like, where do I buy my groceries? What coffee shop's the best coffee shop? Where do I buy vitamins? Where do I buy clothes? You know, I'm sure, like, I'm going to explore a lot and I'll figure it out on my own, and I'll use Wi-Fi and I'll try to figure out where things are. But I think at the start, it's going to be really hard to get used to that. Nikki O, at H Daring Thoughts, says, when or how did you know you wanted to start teaching? I don't know if teaching's something I want to do for the rest of my life. I'm leaning more towards like YouTube, creating, music, talking. That would be great, but for right now, that's not really a full-time job. And I haven't found anything yet that's like a stable job that I can get from doing this sort of thing. So teaching's, I think, the next best thing because I still get to express myself and impact people positively and help people. So, yeah. I don't know if teaching is something I want to do. And it's nothing I hate. Like, I can get through it. It's just not something I'm very passionate about. So, all right. Well, those were all the questions that I got for just that little tweet that I sent out. Thank you for joining me for this Q&A. I want to make videos more often. Hopefully I can get back on a weekly basis by the time I'm settled in Madrid. Thank you so much, guys. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you soon. I'll be posting. Don't worry about it. Adios.